Hi there, and welcome to this episode of the Marketing Made Simple podcast. And today we're going to talk about upsells and how to easily double the amount customers spend with you. So let's get into it. So you've made the sale, you made the profit, and all's well with the world. Well, maybe. To be honest with you, no, it's not. Because if you leave it there, the chances are you've left money in your customer's pocket that they're probably going to spend with someone else. If you've made the effort to find out what else they might have wanted, you could have easily increased your order value with no extra effort. That's why upsells are so valuable, and I'm about to show you how you can use them and why they're so easy to make. Now let me be clear. This is not a recommendation to go out and start doing the hard sell on your prospects and customers. That is a recipe for disaster. You might make a first few times sales, but you will piss a lot of people off and screw up any chances of repeat business. So, every sale you make has a cost attached to it. That usually includes your marketing costs, your fixed costs, staff costs, etc. Now, when you've made a sale, you've hopefully covered those costs in that sale. If you can increase the value of that sale, well, it's all profit because your marketing costs and overheads are already covered. That's why even a small increase in your average order value has a disproportionate effect in increasing your profits. In other words, you've made more profit without increasing overheads, staff costs, etc. Now let's see why upsells are so easy to make. First, once your customers or clients have said yes to the sale, you've got them in the right frame of mind for giving you money. Sounds cynical, yeah, but bear with me and you'll see why it's not. The fact is, you provided something they wanted. They're happy with that, and now they like you and you built trust with them. Which means the chances of them trusting you enough to spend more money with you is pretty damned high. Now, a couple of things to consider. First, research proves overwhelmingly that once we've made a decision, we're irrationally sure it was the right one, and as a result, we're more likely to make further decisions that back up that initial belief. Now, this is a classic example of Robert Cialdini's principle of commitment and consistency. Secondly, you've met their initial needs, but is that everything they need? There's a better than average chance their needs just don't stop where the first sale ended. Now, let's say, for example, you work in the, a menswear department of a store, and a customer shows an interest in a suit. That customer might also be interested in a shirt, tie, socks, or even a pair of shoes to go with it if you sell them. The thing is, if you don't offer these extras to them, they'll go somewhere else. Now that's not clever business, that's just wasting a golden opportunity. So by now it should be obvious that upsells are important and profitable, and here's exactly how to make them. The first and most obvious way to do this is to make an upsell at the point of the initial sale. Now, depending on how good your staff are at sales, this can be very powerful and relatively easy because your customer's already made a buying decision and the actual amount they're prepared to spend is often negotiable. In other words, they came in to buy X, but now they've seen Y and Z, and all of a sudden it's a different ballgame. Now that's just simple psychology. Now we all know that upsells are nearly all profit, so you can afford to offer a serious discount on the upsell items and still be making a ton of money. There are some potential drawbacks though. First, some people don't like to be upsold, so if you're not careful by continually seeming to push them to spend more, you can push them away and lose a sale entirely. Now, this happens a lot online, where you take into page after page of upsells. However, there's no reason not to test this, but just be subtle. The second drawback is If you're not careful, you can confuse your prospect, which could make them backpedal from a yes to a maybe or even a straight out no. However, there's another way you can make upsells and make them even before you've made the main sale. If you do what I'm about to tell you and do it well, you'll avoid the two drawbacks I mentioned above. So let me explain. If you bundle your products or services, you're effectively upselling because your customer or clients might come to you for one thing and walk away with what they came for, plus the other items that were in the bundle. And the good news is you'll make exactly the same profit as you'd make if you were to upsell in the more traditional way. There's also another more subtle benefit when you bundle, and that is you can more easily disguise your prices and charge more than your competitors. You see, if you're bundling your products, your prospect can't make a direct comparison with your competitor's offer. That means it's easier for you to increase the amount of your average order value and dramatically increase your profits because your overheads are going to stay the same. And that is a winner by anybody's standards. So, whenever you got the chance, don't forget, upsell, upsell, upsell. Don't piss people off, but by all means upsell. If you don't ask, you will never get. And don't forget, look at the products, services that you've got, see what you can bundle, put those together and offer those. Rather than a single product, offer a bundle. The money is in there. See you next time.